You hear so much bad news these days. It's good to hear a little good news once in a while.
And we've got some really good news. We're joined this morning by Sue Connors of Cassville. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Holly.
You had quite a weekend. First, we'll give a little background. You have a son who is currently in the Marines, and apparently he's been pretty busy.
Yes. He is stationed in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Right now he's out west doing more training for another month. He's missed a lot of things at home.
When was the last time he was home?
I think he left January of this year. Last time we saw him over at Christmas holiday.
It's got to be hard that he's been gone. That's a long time for your son to be gone.
Yeah, he's been in the military almost 6 years now.
Wow. Well, first off, let us say thank you for his service and for his sacrifices and yours as well. And he wasn't going to come home from the holidays.
Well, money, I was explaining to this gentleman, the money was tight, and he was debating, he wanted to come home for Christmas and Thanksgiving. And he said, I'll try to come home for one or the other. I can't do both.
You met up with an acquaintance, someone that you didn't know very well, and that all changed. Give us a little description of what went on this weekend.
I saw this gentleman. Like I said, I don't see him very often. And he asked me, knowing my son is in the military, he asked me how he was doing. So I just told him that, he's been doing a lot of training and that, he hasn't been home since January. He had a couple people in the family passed this year, and he was unable to be home for the funerals. The money was a little tight for him, And about 4 hours later, this gentleman came back to see me, and he handed me an envelope, and he said, here, this is so your son can come home for either Christmas or Thanksgiving. You tell him we thank him for his service, and we appreciate it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
And inside the envelope was what, Sue?
I was in awe when he gave it to me, so I didn't open it in front of him. When he left, I opened it, and there was a note saying that he appreciated his service, had wished to come home for one of the holidays, and he enclosed a check for that to happen.
How are there even words? I mean, what's your first thought when you open that? Oh, my God.
I couldn't believe it. I started crying. First thing I did was text my son, and he texted me back to give the man a hug.
We'll give you a virtual hug this morning,
Oh,
Dave
my
J.
God.
Oh, my God. When's he coming home?
He will be home for Thanksgiving.
Yay!
Yeah, perfect.
I don't know when. I know he's in a month for training, so after that.